Okay, hello, this is Zach, and this is another Ancient Asheville Now. Okay, we're going to talk about Asheville, and where is Asheville? Well, Asheville's in the southeastern United States. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountain Chain. Now, the Blue Ridge Mountain Chain is the oldest mountain chain on Earth. That's right, the oldest mountain chain on Earth. And in that mountain chain is the Appalachian Mountains, which is America's, or the eastern side of the United States is outback. It's the wild, it's the ancient territory, it's the last of the frontier here. So it's a magical place, and we get here in this region, 6 million people a year visit this area down here for the Smoky Mountain National Park, and because it's ancient, because it's the last of the wild America, it's the last of the untamed territory, and it's magical. Anyways, Asheville is a valley, a high valley. It's 2,000 feet above sea level, and it's in the French Broad River Valley. The French Broad River is the third oldest river in the world. The second oldest river in the world is only 100 miles away and still in North Carolina. That's the New River. So, this whole region here, is completely feels like Egypt, and it is. The Mississippi River is considered like a Nile, and so, Asheville would be like Cairo, a very magical and place to be. City, anyway, in ancient times. As you can see now, Asheville is a crossroads town, even today. But in ancient times, it was a crossroads. It was the Mayan crossroads on their way to other ancient gigantic metropolises, cities like Cahokia and Okmulgee down south in Georgia, another Mayan ancient city. Anyways, we'll go into those later, but so crossroads from ancient times, crossroads for the Indian trails, ancient Indian trails and the newer Indian trails. As you can see, Highway 26 and Highway 40 intersect through Asheville. Anyways, the Asheville sits in the middle between the Pisgah National Forest, and that runs the northeast part of Asheville, and then through southwesterly from south of Asheville is the Smoky Mountain National Forest, or the Nantahala Forest, and it sits right in the middle there in a valley, and like I said before, the French Broad River Valley, and it has 5 fingers coming into Asheville, some valleys, some river, but it has Route 26, which goes northerly into S1, and 2 heading easterly is the Swannanoa and Black Mountain Valley, and then there's the Bat Cave and Lake Laura Valley, which is the French Broad River route, and then there's a southerly route which was kind of cut through. It's probably a conquistador Spanish ancient route coming in. And then there's the State Road 40 that goes out westerly out of Asheville, and that's the 5th finger going out. And that goes all the way to, California, all the way across. It's a big crossroads. So Asheville is a crossroads town for the continent. It's a crossroads city. And if you look down in where the crossroads meet, there's an obelisk, of course. And then whenever there's an obelisk, there's ley lines. And this is 2 ley lines that cross, a sort of a northeasterly, southwesterly line, and then a east-west ley line that cuts across, and this is where this obelisk is put. Now this obelisk is, we're going to get into those later, but it is sitting on a pyramid. It's a 8-sided pyramid. And if you go down there, you can see it. It's a little pyramid. It's maybe about a foot tall, something like that, maybe 2 feet tall. But it has 8 sides, as you can see here, and it's perfectly aligned. And the obelisk is on another type of structure, and it comes right up and goes out, where the obelisk comes out of. There's also a fountain on the other side of this obelisk, and this fountain was again part of this crossroads since ancient times, since Mayan times. It's also a Mayan crossroads spot. The fountain it was a natural artesian water just springing out where animals would come and drink, and where all sorts of ancient travel parties would come and water up and collect themselves and gather and heal and come together on their routes, ancient and now and new. So Asheville is a crossroads city, and we have visitors from all over the world that come here. It's a crossroads, and we'll be talking about that in the next video. Okay. Thank you for listening, and have a good day. And thank you for loving Ancient Asheville Now. Bye.